Ladies and gentlemen, this is First Officer Douglas speaking. Apologise for the interruption on this long flight, but it seems we have run out of fuel. And as I see it, we have a few options, probably two options. We either completely freak out, go into panic mode, and the plane is bound to crash, or we relax, take a couple of breaths, feel our bums on the seat, our feet on the floor. We haven't quite run out yet, but the engines will be turning off anytime soon. So, option one or option two? And if we do all relax, trust, relax, and trust, there's a very good chance we can bring this plane in for a smooth, engine-free landing. So yes. Option one or option two? How's it going, everyone? I was just walking up the river this morning, and I had that flash in, like the plane running out of fuel, and what are we going to do about it? We can all just freak out and go and try and smash down the door into the cockpit. What's going on? Or we can just sit in our seats and do our best to relax and just know that it's all going to work out one way or another. There can be so many forward projections of what's going to come, and I guess that's sort of what's wanted on the planet at the moment, when there's so much fear. And I was even chatting with my folks yesterday, and it's like, oh no, we're not going to have avocados. And I love avocados, but it's like any angle to get us worried about the future and what's to come. It's just like, no, just bring it back. Bring it back to this moment, and there's a good chance you're not completely starving. A bomb's hasn't dropped on your car or your house, or if you have the privilege to be looking at this screen or this funny little video, if you have the privilege to have some space for this kind of thing in your life at the moment, it's like your responsibility, or you're one of the ones on the planet at the moment that has the opportunity to hold relaxation and hold trust and kind of anchor ease into the grid, or just anchor ease in your day-to-day life. And anyone that's going into a spin around, you just say, hey, it's going to be okay. Just this is such a great lesson again in these big fear events, is to bring us back into the present moment, into our bodies, and almost just this little smile, or this little like, far out, I'm here on the planet. I chose to be here on the planet at this moment for this extreme chaos and this crazy time, and bigger picture stuff that, if you have the opportunity to hold some ease, some relaxation, some trust in your system, that is that is God's work, man. And whatever God means to you, This life. I haven't jumped on and done a video for a little while. I'm just doing this random shaky one in the back of my van. Hopefully it's not too shaky. But I had a bit of a thing happen around that Valentine's Day. I think I put a note. Yeah, I did. I put a post on with a note that I received, and I made this amazing video of what happened over the next couple of days after that note. And then I was just like, nah, I'm not going to post this. There's such an edge between really sharing these personal experiences. And I'm kind of cool when it's just about me, but when it involves other people, that it's quite edgy. So let's just say it was phenomenal how the universe conspired to create this event in relation to that note. And I had an amazing workshop for a few days. It really kind of kicked my ass, but it also made me realize that this mind of Douglas is 100% bullshit. I'd never had such a clear experience of you know, these illusions and the conditionings and the ideas and all the shit that runs around up here, which I'm sure is pretty true for a lot of humanity. It just gave me such a deep experience of almost like bewilderment of how tripping I completely was for a couple of days. So yeah, powerful lessons. And I wonder how you're navigating these times. I keep seeing the information about the Schumann resonance, like the amount of light pouring on, or the amount of energy pouring onto the planet. Oh, it's better. My left hand was getting a bit shaky. And the intensity is really wild. So I hope you're doing your best to stay grounded and keep life as simple as possible, because it seems if there's any opportunity at the moment for your life to go into a spin, it's going to really fucking spin and test us, you know, test us on so many levels. So slowly, keep breathing. Know that we do get through this, and again, that analogy of, you know, the captain coming along on the speaker on the aeroplane on this long flight of life, and it's like there's a good chance we're going to run out of fuel, and we don't know, you know, we don't know what's going to happen on this flight. So relaxing into trust, into hope, into holding that energy of every little thing is going to be okay, regardless, you know. And there's always that piece of, you know, we're coming around and around and around and around and around again. So if, you know, the biggest fear is often death. And if we're just coming around and around and around and around, then death becomes not a fear either. So regardless of what comes our way, let's relax and enjoy this flight. Sending a lot of love to everyone, and as the chopper comes overhead, and it's not a military chopper. I'd say that's probably the shark chopper. More fear. Sending love. See ya.